Oop. Where is the thing I need? Here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? I didn't realize there was people on. If you want a card, let me know. I'm happy to give you a card. Y'all just have to ask your question in the chat, right? Anybody want a card? All you've got to do is ask. Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. Waiting. Kind of ironic, right? Perseverance, take care of the essentials, restraint, leave well enough alone, moderation, right timing. So the general premise of this is telling me just to wait and hang out. And if you're going through something in life, you need to wait. Okay, what's up, Bailey? Nicola, will you want to be with you? Let me see what comes up. Wendy says hit her. I don't want to hit you. I'm not a violent person, Wendy. Nicola, will he want to be with you? We'll give you 3 cards for that. I'm going to take that as a no. 8 of Swords really isn't a very good card to get in that. It says that there's a sense of feeling trapped, and honestly, this might be better for you. He needs to communicate that he feels somewhat trapped and scared. That's kind of the general message. And just so everybody knows, too, I'm actually offering a special on my live readings today, like private live readings. 30 minutes for $35. If you're interested, let me know and I can share the code with you. Bailey, what's up? Bailey, you want a card or no? I'm going to draw one for Wendy. Yeah, Bailey, I got you. You have Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is all about power, victory, and clarity, and it's saying that if you've been going through something, you're going to be overcoming it soon, and there's also this sense of getting more clarity and direction moving forward with everything. It's a really good card to get, honestly, and it's also about like this mental sharpness, right? So that's important to remember. Let me switch over here and see if I'm missing anybody else. Okay, Wendy, what do you want your card on? Y'all people gotta ask questions because it keeps the flow of all of this going, right? Persephone Rose. Imani. Okay, so we had a couple people pop in. We'll get Imani. Imani, you have 6 of Swords in reverse come up. 6 of Swords in reverse is this sense of feeling somewhat trapped in some sense. But if you look it up, like if you turn it right side up, 6 of Swords is about transition or like rite of passage or this movement. So it's saying even though you're going to be moving past this feeling of being stuck is the best way that I would put it. This is beautiful artwork, by the way. Then we'll go on to Persephone Rose. Yeah, Lee, I got you. Okay, I'm going to get to everybody, hopefully, but we got to see. Persephone. One about love. The one about love is showing that the next person you will be with will be stable and able to be a good person for you, but you have to look out for them being somewhat controlling. So be mindful of that. Wendy. And just for everybody else who just joined, I am offering a special on live private readings. They are $35. I'm only selling 3 at that price because I normally charge $65 for 30 minutes. So it's a super good deal. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, Wendy, You got the Death card. Death card is all about this transformation or this big change, and it's kind of saying that it's inevitable. So whatever you've been kind of resisting in your life, there's a big shift about to take place, and it's kind of going to be whether you want it to or not. Okay, Lee. See what comes up for Lee. Golly gee, let's see what comes up for Lee. Sorry. I need help. Okay. Lee, you got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is really about, what's the word I'm looking for? Insecurity, poverty, and worry. And honestly, one of the things that this is saying is you're investing more energy in what you're afraid of, the more so what would bring you joy, and you have to get ready to take a risk, because sometimes not making a choice can put more tax on us. And here's the last hit on this. You're better to make the wrong choice the right choice than you are trying to make the right choice, if that makes sense. Hope that helps. Aisha, before I draw the cards, I'm going to say usually they aren't the one, but we'll see what comes up. I mean, cards say no. You'll get kind of bored somewhat quickly with this person. There's also this aspect of already kind of knowing it and trying to make it work. And then you have the Star card in reverse, which is about pessimism. And it's honestly saying you're already skeptical, otherwise you wouldn't be asking. And there's that whole kind of thing, if you have to ask, then you'll never know. And there's also this thing where you really need to look at your own intuition more. So one other thing I'd like to tell everybody is, if these readings are helpful, if you could please leave a kind review for me on my Facebook page, I would appreciate that. Or if you could leave a small donation, I would appreciate that. That information is in the description. And yeah, so that's there. Sorry, I had a warning pop up on my screen that said information overload. Okay. So, well, if y'all are quiet, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for. There's 11 people watching, and none of y'all have any more questions? Don't be shy. Okay, Akansha. Can you have a card? Yeah, you sure can. What do you want to know about Akansha? Shoot your shot. This is supposed to be going to my Instagram too. I'm not 100% sure that it is. Hey, what's up, Andrea? Well, you get a new job soon. While we're waiting for Akansha to tell us their question, we will answer this. So you got yes for that. World card comes up. It's going to be a new situation beginning. Then you have the Star card. It's about hope, like maintain hope despite all of that. Then you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse is really about healing and kind of recuperation. So it's saying you're going to be bouncing back. So hang in there. And I'm going to draw one for Akansha on anything. Those are my favorite readings, right? Just doing a general reading for people. I find that so much more helpful in the long run. You got Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse is talking about being overwhelmed and the need to prioritize everything. This is asking you to take a step back, look at what's going on in your life, and figure out what really is the most important thing for you, and then take action based upon that understanding. I have like a little chart that I use to kind of determine what the most important task is, and it's typically helpful. It's also kind of where I'm at, so I can really relate to it. So 13 people here. Who else got a question? I'm only going to be on for a little bit today. I did want to pop on and say hello to everybody, though, and offer cards for people. Anybody else want a card? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, almost threw my cards now. So let's see. Sorry for the background noise too, right? That's my air conditioner. It's starting to get warm here, and my apartment is in the super hot side of this building, and it's on the 3rd floor. so it like traps all the heat. So increase comes up. This is just a general card, but we're just kind of hanging out. Increase is about sharing, reaping rewards, overflow, expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, and abundance. This is honestly just saying good things are on the way. Okay, Lee, I'll get your daughter after I get Preet, but happy to do so. And that's no slight to your daughter, it's just, I gotta let new people get in here, but I will answer a question for her. Preet. Will they come back? Cards say no. Honestly, this is time for you to invest in yourself and move away from that connection. Let's see one, says Cassie Joe Moore. Sorry for throwing your name out on blast like that. And just a heads up, party people, in case you haven't heard already, I am offering a huge discount on my readings. It is $35 for 30 minutes. Normally it's $65 for 30 minutes. And that's only as long as this is running. I'm going to take that deal down after this. And it's only for the first 3 people to order it. And Preet, it just said no. No, he's not going to come back. So let me grab Lee's daughter real quick, and then we'll keep going. Okay. 8 of Cups comes up for them. 8 of Cups is, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a sense of escapism or disappointment. There's something that's going on that they might need to face or explore a little bit more thoroughly, and it's relative to their emotions. So there's some kind of emotional thing that they're not processing or feeling. I don't know how old your daughter is, but it's probably a good time to explore that stuff, right? All of us need more emotional intelligence. So I hope that helps, Ollie. Okay, Cassie. Ace of Cups comes up for you. It's about compassion and intimacy. If you're in a relationship, there's going to be an expansion and deepening of that. If you're not in a relationship, it's going to be this level of self-awareness and deepening emotions. Honestly, Ace of Cups is a really good card for happiness and joy and connection. So, and then we go to Mahak. I got you. I hope I said that right, Mahak. Never seen that name before. I'm gonna draw that again because it was the same card even though I shuffled it. And I don't like when the same card comes up, even if it's what you need to hear. There's always another message that needs to come out, right? Okay. You got 3 of Swords. Maybe I should have stuck with the other one. This is one of the difficult cards to get. 3 of Swords is about heartbreak and loss. One of the cool things that I like to point out about this card that I don't hear other readers mention is Swords are all about thought, right? And it's more so your thoughts that are hurting your heart, more so than the reality of a situation. So when you can begin to look at things a little bit more objectively and get out of your own line of thinking with it, you'll probably find a lot more freedom than what you would have expected typically. So I hope that that was helpful. And yeah, thank you so much. Only 4 people in here now. Dropped off pretty hard. So, anybody else want a card or no? Maybe I just need to hang out a little bit longer. 'Cause that was the first card that came up. Waiting. And if anybody would like to leave me a kind review on my Facebook page, that would be greatly appreciated. It's always nice to have an equal energy exchange, right? I got you, Fab Bean Lopez. Any particular question, or you just want one in general? I'm going to give you an oracle card if you don't want anything in general. Rosamond, I got you too. Or Rosamond. Let me see. Just a message in general. I'm going to give you the Tao Oracle. That card came up already. Hold up. I know multiple people can get the same message, but sometimes it's fun to mix it up. Limitation comes up for you, and it's about self-discipline, practice, self-respect, introspection, ritual, cultivate patience, build up energy, and maturity. The way I would take this is just slow down a little bit, and if something's difficult and you feel like giving up, stay focused on it. Cultivate that ability to grow beyond your current limitations, and you're going to be incredibly satisfied with the results, even if you might not see it possible currently. Hang in a little bit longer, refine yourself a little bit more, and good things will come from that. Hope that helps. Rosamond. Any particular question for you, Rosamond, or no? Do you just want a general card, or do you have a regular question, like a direct question? Happy to hear that, Fab. Really grateful I could provide some insight. I try to keep it practical too, right? A lot of people are off on some woo-woo shit, and that's great and all, but I want to give people stuff they can actually use in their life. Relationship. Yeah, sure, let's see what comes up. I mean, honestly, the way that I would see this is you have a lot of hope despite the situation being somewhat difficult. I mean, one of the things that comes up for you, right, is you have the Queen of Pentacles. And there's a sense of dependence and indebted. Like, thanks, Fab. Yeah, some of them are ones that I get from other people, and some are other ones that I share. Yeah, Paul, I got you. Let me finish just reading for Rosamond real quick. But yeah, Rosamond, one of the things that comes up is there's a sense of dependence or indebtedness where you stick around maybe sometimes longer than you should. You have the Star card, which shows you being hopeful that things will get better. But then you also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is showing that you can't really change the other person, and at times you're investing in it more than you're getting back. So you really have to see if it's actually going to be worth continuing to put the energy into it. And then we got Paul. Possible finances. Let's see what comes up. I don't do financial advice, right? But I'll tell you what can come up in finances. So there is Six of Cups comes up. Six of Cups is really about generosity, charity, and giving. And I would say that this is saying maybe sometimes the more you give of yourself, the more that you will actually receive if you pay attention to that. Obviously don't give more than you can actually handle to, but it's kind of a basic principle of life. Then you have Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse is about being like inhibiting some of the actions that can help you have financial success and being a little bit too self-conscious about certain things, and you might need to overcome that in order to move forward. But then you have the Judgment card, and there's a sense of freedom and expansion and self-acceptance. Overall, I would say things are looking good for you financially in the future. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, things are saying that things will be good for you, but you have to get over some aspect of something. But there is hope. What kind of charity work do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, you're welcome, Paul. Y'all are quiet. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. Are you anxious and afraid of it? Anybody else want a reading before I hop off of here? Happy to stay on just a little bit longer if somebody needs a reading. I'm going to draw one more general card and then we'll call it quits. Because the show must go on. Okay, awesome. I actually have, I've been diagnosed as being on the autistic spectrum. I've been homeless before, and I have mental health issues. So I have a lot of respect for the work that you do. So thank you for doing what you do, Paul. Ace of Pentacles comes up. Ace of Pentacles is really about this good financial return, right? It's about manifestation and prosperity. And it's about getting these good returns on life. And it always comes back down to how you show up. So good things are in the works if we're willing to pay attention, I guess, is the general message. Somebody else popped on. If you want a card, I would ask now because I'm just about to hop off of here, but I'll gladly answer one or two more questions before I bounce out. But y'all got to shoot your shot. And I'll do one last pitch on this too while I'm waiting for one more question. I am offering discounted live readings. I normally charge $65. I'm selling 3 at $30, or $35, I'm sorry. So it's like a $30 discount. But all that information is down below. And we'll see. Anybody else? I'll wait for one more question. How about that? Sure, Ronnie. I got you. You are the last person I'm reading for, too, so let's see what comes up. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, you're really welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. And Ronnie, your sister's career? Honestly, it's all good cards. Let me see. I don't know if I have that in the screen right. Yeah. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about gratitude and luxury, so it's about this good return. Justice card comes up. Justice is about truth and justice, so it's about, because she's a truthful and honest person, she's going to receive good rewards for that. And then you finally come to Two of Cups, and on top of all of that, she's going to attract the right type of people into her life to kind of perpetuate that goodness. So I would say overall things are going to be good for her. But anyhow, everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this. Just wanted to pop on briefly. I've got to get back to my day. I'm somewhat behind on my schedule, but it'll be okay, right? Have a blessed day. Talk to all y'all again soon. Peace.